Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. We're one big dysfunctional family, but we're gonna get this project done, aren't we guys?
Maybe.
Dylan says maybe. No, seriously guys, what we're doing today is we're making a temporary sheep pen for our sheep. The sheep can founder real easy if they get grain. Through the winter, we're gonna give some of our livestock grain, and we don't want the sheep to have access to that. We run all of our livestock together year round, but we're gonna separate the sheep out through the winter. And the sheep are extremely hard on grass, and there's no grass growing in the winter. We don't want them to turn our whole property into a big old dirt hole. So we're gonna put them in this corner over here of the small pen that we made originally when we bought this land, and keep them in here and feed them hay through the winter. Stay tuned, check out the project, and you'll learn that sometimes function is the only thing that matters. We're gonna whip up a quick pen because this is a temporary pen.
Yay.
Yay.
Look guys, me and Father whipped up a bigger pen in like an hour.
Worked really bad.
And it was only me and him.
Yeah, so there's a reason we like to use these cattle panels and T-posts, especially for temporary fences. They're easy to pull back up and move later on if we need to. And they're quick to put up. Mama Dreams is gonna show you a quick way that we use a little bit of electric fence wire to secure the cattle panel to the T-post.
I'm gonna take a long piece and I fold it over in half. So that way it's giving, extra support.
She wraps it around the panel on one side to anchor it.
Then
just feeds it back and forth a couple times.
You kind of make a U with it.
Now they do sell for rolled fencing. They give you the clamps that go over the fencing, but those clamps won't work on the cattle panel. The cattle panel's thicker. So essentially she's doing the same thing as those clamps. And give it a good tug, babe. Oh, you got to tug it harder than that. I'm just playing with her, y'all. She's tired this morning. I'm gonna get back at it.
I wanted to say hi, guys.
Hey, y'all ever seen a $10,000 ladder before? Well, now you have. Oh, man. So, we're just using what we've got. We didn't go out and buy anything. We had these T-posts. We had these panels. But these are 8-foot T-posts. I'm only 6 foot tall. I need to get some leverage on them T-posts. So, we're using the truck as a ladder. It's a platform to drive T-posts from. So while those two are working on securing the panels to the T-post, Dylan's working on filling up the water. Dylan, once you get that one filled up, move that little trough and try to back over and fill up this one on the corner. Got one more over there that we're going to use the bucket water to them. But Sophie and I are going to work on finishing walling off this side real quick. All right. Y'all, the nail gun has been acting up. We'll see if it'll cooperate today. If not, I have brought with me some screws. Hey, it's making me out to be a liar. And I'm okay with that as long as this bad boy works. Nickelodeon. One day when I grow up and I'm a big boy, I'll get Milwaukee tools. I've got a few, but not many. See what I'm saying? This old cold bolt ain't as strong as a Milwaukee or a DeWalt. But it'll be what it'll be. Baby, just let it be. I got a creeper looking through the boards at me. So,
I'm right here.
grab me a short rack of nails, bucko. Those were in the too.
I know.
All right, grab me a short rack, not the long one.
I did grab the nails.
You did grab the nails?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna wrap them.
All right, bucko. Well, choppy, choppy. I'm trying, man. Trying to be done, Yens. Y'all, I'm just eyeballing this mess. We ain't stressing about it. It's just to keep the wind off the sheep. I'm keeping the bottom boards up off the ground so these old fence boards that my buddy gave me don't rot. We're at a standstill waiting on the Dill girl. And y'all, I had the camera facing my way so y'all didn't get to see it. Old Dill Pickle there almost busted his booty butt. You doing okay over there, bucko? Yep. All right, buddy.
I forgot to put it in here.
I told him to go ahead and top it off, babe. Yeah, sir. It's wrong.
These are the only ones.
That's fine. So, look, bucko. Comes from the back. And you put the points facing up. And you, bam, lock her in place. I told you we was gonna need about 15. You didn't believe me.
It's not gonna be 15.
Well, I've done put up 3. And we still got all that to do. Okie dokie. Does anybody else got an argumentative toddler in their family? she said, I'm not a toddler. I hate this. Oh, weak skills off.
Yeah, I thought that once it thought we were dumping it and taking it out for the cows.
No. You thought wrong, dear. Cows have all them other troughs over there and their trough up on the hill bed.
That's literally what you told me.
Babe, where you at?
Right here.
Come around here and I'll explain to you why. Where is he? Your sister couldn't find it. I brought them both.
They're in the truck though. From the bigger
There we go. She moved them somewhere. She don't know where she moved them to. Okay, so I'll explain to you why. Remember, for the cows, we're fencing in the pond. Yeah, so we're gonna need that to be able to bucket. And it sounds like it's about to run over, is it?
No, it's not even
Okay,
up
good.
there.
We're gonna need that to be able to bucket into that small trough when we can't get the truck in here because it's too wet and too muddy the next couple days.
Right.
So that's basically essentially going to be our storage tank for water because it's too tall for the sheep, but it's, you know, plenty of water that we can bucket in there for them on days that it's really wet and we can't get the truck back here to fill up the water. Making sense, Mama? Y'all, I ain't gonna make you watch me do all this nailing. Once we get this done though, y'all get to have some fun because we're gonna do a sheep corral. We're gonna try to run the sheep into this pen. We left a little section of the back off until we get them in here and then we'll put up that panel. What were you saying, Dylan? What were you saying? What were you saying, Dylan?
Back to work.
Why were you saying it's taking so long?
Because gravity.
What about gravity?
It's working.
That's not what you said.
Shout out to the people who sent us a glorious thing or whatever it was for the lip balm.
Oh, that was Ty. Ty
Thank you,
Terrell.
Ty. But she need to put on her Pro C lips.
Sophie, you're doing great, bud. We're almost done with this thing. All right, y'all. So we're gonna finish up that wall over there, but just to show you in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a run of pallets, and I'm gonna put some boards on them, so the sheep have somewhere dry to get when it gets real wet this winter. Because I don't want water running down the hill and them having nowhere dry. So that's one thing we're gonna do. My buddy Mike has got a bunch of pallets for me. I gotta go to Jasper to get them, but he's got a bunch of pallets for me. So while I'm over there, I might go check out the German restaurant. Ho, 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 ho.
Okay, somebody's got to be here to get your daughter from basketball because she's got a late practice, 5 to 7.
A late practice?
Practice.
A late practice.
On the track. Excuse me. I have to yell at Sky. She's chasing me.
Oh.
Sky!
So she's got a brother over there. If she's getting out at 7, he'll be off work by then. Woo, thank you, buddy.
Not that good. What? Have you ate there? Yes, we ate there like 10 times. What are you doing?
Genesis said it's not that good. We're not closing it in, baby, until we get the sheep in here. So,
Who are you talking to like that?
it pays sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes to have kids that can drive. And I'll show you.
There's water on the damn thing.
Yeah. That's Dylan's one contribution to the family is hauling water, because Dylan has my old truck and the new truck has a toolbox in it, so the water tank doesn't fit well in there. So that's one thing Dylan does as a chore. The easiest chore of all, but he doesn't like it, do you? He doesn't want to comment on it. He was madder an old way in earlier because gravity was kicking his butt and the tank wasn't draining fast enough. There you go. So Mama Dreams made the executive decision to put the goats in with the sheep, which just limits us on certain feeds that we can give them. But there is a sheep and goat blend, so we'll be able to do that. And all that bucket clanging behind me is her trying to get the pigs to come. As you can see, Ophelia is trained to the bucket and is going, as are the pigs who are coming in. That big rascal there with the spots on him goes to the processor next week as Jimmy Dean. But quick pen, made even quicker by no addition of a gate, if you notice. We just tie the corner there to one of the panels so we can get in as we need to. But water, shelter, they got hay in their hay feeders back there, and this will be their area until spring so that they don't strip the rest of the land. We don't have a barn to put them in at this property, so we had to put them in what will essentially be a dry lot for them. And as you can see, the sheep are steadily stripping what little bit of grass was trying to grow in this area. Your way, you have your way. And she's the boss in this house after me. Y'all heard her, she was like, no. But, yep, so this is gonna be where they stay. Like I said, they'll let the rest of the land have a break from these critters. The goats did an awesome job on clearing a lot of the briars, and they will eat them in the spring again. But that's it. Simple project.
After knocking out the sheep pen, we headed to town and had a little bit of lunch. And then we went over to Miss Janae's house and finally cut up this tree that was down from storm damage last year. We sure appreciate how patient she was about us getting over there to cut this up for her. As always, y'all, till next time, keep dreaming.